Welcome back, guys. Now we have to check chapter number 4 of the book Next Door. The aim for the reading of this chapter is that you students will be able to listen, read, and comprehend the fourth chapter from the book Next Door. Then you will identify and use the structures of there is and there are. Chapter 4: New Neighbors. This time, the vocabulary section is divided into 4 parts: subject, verb, adverb, and adjective. Let's go with the first part, the subject. Here we find the following words. Abbreviation. What's abbreviation? Those are short forms of words. The next one, cereal. What's cereal? It's breakfast food with milk, what we usually eat with milk, lo que toman en las mañanas al desayuno. Then we have pets. What are pets? Those are the animals that you have at home, okay, like cats, dogs, some birds, or fish. Symbols. Symbols are signs that represent things. Let's go with the verb part. Carrying. It means taking, llevando a alguna parte, from one place to another. Is confused. It means does not understand. The person that is confused does not understand. In the adverb, we have online. What does online mean? It means that it's made on the internet. Cuando hablan con sus amigos a través de internet, lo hacen online. And finally, the adjective part. Quiet. It means shh, silent. So now let's go with chapter number 4, New Neighbors. It was posted by Owen on Sunday. At breakfast today, Mom says we've got new neighbors. I eat my cereal quickly so I can go and see. Do you remember cereal, the food you eat with milk? After breakfast, I go outside and see our new neighbors. Mom's right. There are people in the house next door. Very strange. One moment in the house is empty, and the next moment there are people inside. Who are they? Are they a family? Is there anyone my age? Have they got any pets? Like dogs or cats. Remember? A dog, a cat, a crocodile? I can see a man. He's tall and dark. The man is carrying or taking things from one room to another. And there's a woman. She's blonde and has got long hair. The woman is taking things from a box and putting them in cupboards and on shelves. But I can't see any young people. Wait a minute! I can see a boy. Or is it a girl? Then I go in again. Mia's online on the internet. She sends me a message. Mia says, "What are you doing?" Mia likes sending text messages. I don't understand a lot of her messages. She uses lots of abbreviations, short forms of words, remember? And symbols or signs. I can understand this message. What means what, are means are, and you means you. What are you doing? I reply, I'm looking at our new neighbors. Mia sends a happy face. She's laughing. She does not believe me. There's a man and a woman. I think they've got a son, or maybe a daughter. Mia's confused. She does not understand. I'm confused too. I can see someone in the room opposite, but I can't see if it's a girl or a boy. Mia, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Great. See you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Tomorrow is Monday, and Monday means school. I open my school books and start my homework. Sometimes I look out of the window, but I don't see the boy or the girl or the man or the woman. But I hear something. It's a strange sound from the house next door. It's like a very long, low musical note. It continues for an hour or maybe two, and then it stops. The house next door is quiet, very silent for the rest of the day. What a cool weekend! A new block, a total eclipse of the moon, a shooting star, new neighbors, and Mia's smile. Excellent.
All right, guys. Now that you read chapter 4, it's time to answer the following questions. 1. Who are Owen's new neighbors? 2. How is the description of the man? Of the man that is living now in the house next door? And 3. Why doesn't Owen understand messages from Mia? You have to answer this in your copybooks.
Okay, now let's remember in chapter 4 you read special expressions to refer to the existence of things and also to describe numbers of things you're talking about. Take a look at the paragraphs. What do the underlined sentences have in common? Let's check the underlined sentences. The first one says, there are people in the house next door. And the second sentence says, and there's a woman. What do they have in common? The underlined sentences use there is and there are. What are these expressions? Let's see in the next slide. Well, the thing that there is and there are have in common is that both are used to indicate quantity of things that are in a place. What's the difference between there is and there are now? There is used when you indicate one object or a singular subject. For example, there is a table. Table is singular, so that's what we use there is. There are, on the other hand, it's used when you indicate more than one object or a plural subject. Like in the example, there are two lamps. Since we have more than one object, hay más de un objeto, we have to use there are. Si se acuerdan, en los capítulos pasados habíamos trabajado con there is y there are. Esto es solo un recordatorio, a refresh in your memories, para que lo tengan presente para la próxima actividad. And now, like I said, it's activity time. Okay, so first of all, we have to read the following example. Pay attention. In my house, there is a big table on the dining room. There is a lamp on the ceiling. There are 4 rooms, and inside a room there is a bed. Also, there are lots of pets. There is a cat, there is a dog, and there are 2 rabbits. Now it's your turn to describe your house. Ahora es su turno para describir su casa. The activity consists of the following. In a short paragraph, about 50 or 70 words, you have to describe your house using there is and there are, of course. Use there is and there are at least 3 times each expression. En su párrafo tienen que usar al menos 3 veces there is y 3 veces there are, describiendo lo que se encuentra en su casa. Also, you have to highlight the use of there is and there are. Como en el ejemplo, there is y there are están destacados o están con otro color. En esta actividad tienen que hacer lo mismo. Highlight, destacar the use of there is and there are. You have to send this paragraph to your teacher's email address until July 17th. Tienen hasta el 17 de julio para enviar esta actividad a los mails de sus profesoras. Y abajo les dejo los mails de las profesoras de primero medio en caso de que no los tengan o los hayan olvidado. En la próxima diapositiva hay un ejemplo de lo que ustedes tienen que mandar. Okay, guys, this is what you have to do. Idealmente, en un documento de Word, de Microsoft Word, you have to write the following. First, the title of your paragraph, then the paragraph itself, and finally, at the end, you have to write your name and your grade, su nombre y su curso. Entonces, recapitulando, primero el title, el título, then your writing, the paragraph, el párrafo, and then your name and your grade. And before we go to the next slide, we have to check the chapter 3 questions. Do you remember the questions, the activity from chapter 3? Here are all the answers for the questions you have. Number 1, what does Mia like doing? A proper answer would be, she likes telling horror stories. Number 2, what does Mia think about the mystery object? A possible answer can be, she thinks Owen is inventing the story. Number 3, what does the moon do? A proper answer would be, the moon orbits around the earth. And number 4, which object does Mia use to look at the stars? The most obvious answer would be, she uses a telescope. So now check your answers and compare them to this answer key. Now, to finish this activity, as in the previous chapters, you have to complete in your copybook, or you can print the slide to write the exit ticket. De nuevo, what is the exit ticket? In the exit ticket, you have to write 3 things you learned in this chapter or this reading, 2 doubts or questions, and 1 opinion or appraisal about this class. También remember to write your name and the date in which you did this activity. Entonces, 3 cosas que ustedes aprendieron en este capítulo o en esta lectura, 2 preguntas o dudas y una opinión sobre esta clase. Recuerden mantener este registro en sus cuadernos. And that was all, guys. Thank you so much for reading with me again. And don't forget to follow us in our social networks. We have a YouTube channel for first grade students and an Instagram account. So, síganos, chicos. Subimos mucho material para ustedes. Okay? So, thank you and see you in the next chapter.